AM 560. The Answer.
That's not cloud, squirrel. That's promotions from humor. The opposite of cloud.
All you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth. How dare you?
Shut your lying ass up, dimwit. Where were you on the corruption of Obamacare?
Where do our health insurance costs go up every year? Can we get 1 year where it's steady or, God forbid, they go down? And the reason for that is it was designed that way. There's something called, in the Affordable Care Act, called the medical loss ratio. The medical loss ratio means that insurance companies must spend between 80 to 85% of all premium dollars on medical services. That means they're limited to 15 to 20% for administrative overhead and profit. So that means that they play a little game. The higher the top line is, the bigger that number is. So now all we did was say, let's charge more each year. If you look each year, the insurance companies' revenues go up every year. The second thing they did to get around that was they started vertically integrating. What's vertical integration? That's when you start buying companies that are not insurance companies, but in similar businesses. So they started buying pharmacy benefit managers, which are middlemen for the drug companies. They started buying pharmacies. They started buying physician services and physician
services.
So why is that important?
And pharmacy services. How many Democrats, like Rahm Emanuel's family, like Dr. Zeke, how many just propped up businesses right before Obamacare? How many started them after Obamacare? And how many rat Democrats sold them to insurance companies? You want to answer that question, Rahm? Scumbag? You and your gargoyle brother? You want to answer that question?
Make this about what it really is about. I get the storyline. People want the drama.
No. People want the truth, scumbag. And I could see you Democrats and your money laundering schemes a mile away.
You have been talking for 6 years, Mr. President, about a health care plan. Put one out that controls costs and gives people coverage and deals with pre-existing condition. Never once has there been, for all the criticism, a plan by the Republicans.
Yeah, we want the plan that existed before you and your family and your cohorts of corruption made billions by financially raping the people. How's Zeke doing? Have we ever done a forensic audit of Zeke? I know Ari, he's the one with Uber and the rich wife. But what about your other brother, the gargoyle? He's creepy looking. You let the kid sit right next to him? That's stupid. Limo Chris.
Hey, Sean, two things. You know, on that one, the last story you had, about the judge, right? Why don't they release these judges' names? Because every day it's some guy committing a crime. We find out he was in jail or released, and the judge this and judge that. Why don't they, out these judges?
Well, because there's a guy named Limo Chris driving around who could bench a Buick, and he doesn't like scumbags.
True.
They're afraid.
True.
They're afraid of the Limo Chris's out there who know right from wrong and would want to do to the people that facilitated the burning of that girl to justify the eye for the eye, true form of justice. Because that girl being burned and what she suffers if she lives and what her family's going through, that isn't just perpetrated by the scum. See, the police arrested him. The judges and the facilitators of other Democrats let him loose. Pretend that he was going to listen to the fracking rules after he is a rep sheet the length of your fracking arm. Because they're scum. They make money on the scum.
It's crazy. Hey, I got the second thing, too. You're talking about this medical and all this stuff, this Obamacare. So over the summer, I had a little incident, I was talking and eating at the same time, so I had a piece of chicken caught in my throat, right?
Oh, so, did you get the Heimlich, as it's known in Buttigieg's house, or the Heimlich as it's known?
I tried. I couldn't get it. So it was 10 o'clock at night. They called the surgeon in. They had to put me out. They pulled it out. They're like, hey, spend the night. You know, they're like, whatever. Sean, I got the bill, $28,000.
How was the chicken?
I was there for 6 hours, and you guys forced me to stay, you know?
Yeah. Was it broasted, or did you go with the fried?
No, it was fried. It was fried. I was talking. Right. I got to stop talking while I'm eating, Sean.
Yeah. Pay attention to what your mother slapped you in the head for when you were 8. Well, yeah, it's cheaper that way.
I got a lot of those.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Welcome to the utopia of ghetto care.
He's going to be the most dominant factor in the 2026 election. He has shown that he will go to the Supreme Court to deny hungry kids food so he can deny their parents health care.
Ooh, is that why? Which hungry kids' food? You know who denies hungry kids' food? Their parents. Their parents! Get a frickin' job! Everybody's got to feed your kid. You feed your kid, morons. It's unbelievable. The virtue in, by the way, how many parents sell the food stamps for 50 cents on the dollar to go buy some hair on? How many? Or is it just Democrats in Chicago?
No, what you have to do is reform the insurance companies. And this was a lifeline not only on coverage.
No. What you have to do is starve the beast. Starve the beast and then do a forensic audit of everybody who sold one of those scam entities, those scam organizations, through that vertical fraud in Obamacare that you still pretend was about insurance when everybody knows what it is. You backdoor nationalized a third of the economy. And that's why the most successful lobby is the insurance lobby. Lawyers and insurance brokers and profiteering on the backs of the people's money. I wonder, did Penny Pritzker have stock in any insurance companies during this?
And, you know, Betty, the fact that the president attacked his opponent, Mitt Romney, during the campaign for his offshore accounts, that's likely going to be brought up today. You can bet on that. Betty?
And what about then her management of the bank?
So we're talking about Superior Bank. It's outside of Chicago. So in addition to developing a skyscraper, starting a luxury senior housing enterprise, chairing a credit report.
Senior housing. Boy, that gets paid by insurance, right? How many of those do the Pritzkers have?
Boarding company and leading record campaign fundraising. The Hyatt Hotel heiress also led a bank for a few years, and that bank eventually failed, and it failed big. So here's what we know, Betty. Pritzker ran Superior from 1991 to 1994. She and her family expanded subprime lending there, got involved in the kind of mortgage-backed securitization.
And all the victims, they voted for the fat pig brother. You almost have to love the Democrats. Right out in front of you. And then when you have to get your tax bill, you act surprised. You voted for it. Now pay it. 312-642-5600.
Marxists, socialists, and communists are not welcome on the Sean Thompson Show on AM 560. The Answer.